bass junkie on the mic. Worldwide flight, builders in the base, making futures bright. Many have dreams, stacking beams, take the lead. Bass apps unite, planting every seed. From Tokyo towers to Parisian streets, builders coding visions, no defeat. Many app magicians pulling from the ether, scripts tighter than a bank vault keeper. Silicon spark where the minds all merge. Fireside stories fuel truth in the search. Blueprints blazing, innovations choir, ideas catching fire, lifting empires higher. Base builders around the world, hands raised. Every mini app's a candlelight in new ways. Code and create, let the passion unfurl. Fireside Media shines on the builder world. Base the world. Fireside Media shines on the builder world. Fingers on the keys, symphonies of syntax, builders dropping beats, every line impacts. From the desert top Dubai to NYC, on base and beyond, boundless energy. Spotlights on the cruise, every block they tether. Fireside Media tells how they build together. Baseline thumping, hearts start jumping, change in the air, you can feel it pumping.
Dream it, build it, watch it ignite. Bass apps blooming, stars in the night.
Base builders around the world, hands raised. Every mini app's a candlelight in new ways. Hold and create, let the passion unfurl. Fireside Media lifts the builder world. Base world. Fireside Media lifts the builder world. Base world. Fireside Media lifts the builder world.
Yo, and welcome to this new week. Happy Monday, a new edition of Fireside Media, the show Monday to Friday, where we are spotlighting the builders who are building in the Bear, base and beyond. Today's actually the first episode that I've done with my brand new intro music. Had a little bit of fun using AI and looking at some old clips to make that. If you enjoyed it, let me know. But guys, as we are starting the new week, and also happy 4th of July to the Americans, as we say in England, happy Treason Day. Just kidding. But yeah, congratulations to all the builders. And yeah, that fireworks display was crazy. And then also big congratulations yesterday to the English football team. Football's coming home. It's coming. Although it was at 2 a.m. Absolutely diabolical time for a football match. I had to set my alarm, but it was well worth it to watch the boys beat the Mexican team, who were playing very strong. And then, of course, congrats to Norway, underdogs in that match. But also, I mean, they got the Viking on their team. So shout out to Haaland, who I'm sure watches the show. But guys, this is a new week, and today we are spotlighting an up-and-coming builder based out of Nigeria. As you guys know, this series is here to spotlight the builders who are building red days, green days, whatever the market, because it's easy to build and it's easy to be in crypto when the markets are green, when everything is off to the races. But right now, it's a pretty tough time to be in crypto, to be honest, unless you're either chasing an Ansem airdrop or riding some of the brand new Robinhood tokens. I've seen some runners on there. There was the Dog in Hood and also Cash Cat, to name a few. But then, of course, the timeline really has been a bit of an Ansem party, people doing what they can for the airdrop. I see our guest, in fact, just dropped off in the backstage. Hopefully we'll bring him back up. But yeah, he's a young 20-year-old based in Nigeria. He was saying before the show that the internet connection might be a little bit choppy, but he'll do his best, and he's happy to be here to present his project, which we'll get into in a minute if he is able to rejoin us. But in the meantime, let me tell you about what I've been looking at recently. Now, it's a bit of a hard time to be trading in crypto, and sometimes I think the best trade is no trade. I think lots of people are getting wrecked on these rotational plays, but let's just have a little look at Twitter. Let me bring this up while we wait for our guest to return. All right, so there's been lots of talks about Base currently being in a bit of a slump. Now, I know last week the Base team were out of office. There was a recharge week, so that's one of the reasons why it may have seemed more quieter on the timeline. But also at the same time, Ansem. I mean, look, let's have a look at this. Ansem over here. Yeah, this has just been absorbing the feed. The Black Bull doing these steps to get airdrops. Let me just put up the token real quick. So we got, let's see. Let's have a look at Ansem. In fact, it's over here. Man, this is a monstrous chart. 364. I spoke about it last week on my show with Lior from Product Clank. I think it was about like 90 mil. It was like over here, and I was like, oh man, that's run its course. But yeah, I mean, the trenches have been yearning for a runner, and Solana is delivering the goods. Now, this has kind of sparked a bit of a conversation, which I hope is a short one, about creator coins coming back, because last year, 2025, Base was kind of, the headline on Base was creator coins, and Zora was captaining that ship. And so some people are like, hey, maybe Zora wasn't wrong. Maybe they were just early. But to be honest, I think there's so many more opportunities for builders on Base, especially in the AI space, and actually providing infra. So some people are taking it upon themselves right now to jump on the hype of this Ansem creator coin to say, hey, maybe we should bring back creator coins. Maybe we should bring back Zora. It's like, nah, let sleeping dogs lie. Let that be in the past, because we tried it. It wasn't the right execution of the product, and yeah, there's other opportunities for builders on Base. So yeah, shout out to Ansem and anybody who has been printing on there. One thing though that always needs to be remembered when you're looking at these monstrous market caps, don't be fooled by the actual paper number, the on-screen number, because Ansem has over 65% supply. So he's saying, like, you know, I've airdropped, you know, tens of millions to people. Now, while I massively am in favor of, you know, supporting those who support you, the numbers don't really add up, because yes, 366 million FDV, and in his wallet he has over 200 million. But one crucial number that you must always look at is the liquidity. Now for the Ansem token, there is $2.5 million liquidity, which means that if you were to sell every token, the maximum cash out value would be this. So even though he has 200 million in his wallet, it's only 2.5 million cash out value. One thing to remember on for traders. Let me just check if we have our guest back. Yes, we do. He is in the backstage. Okay, just before we pass the ball over to him, one thing that I have been looking at as well. Let me see. Where is it? Because you know me, I like looking at utility. I mean, look, okay, over here we have the Ansem of Base, Degen Wolf's token, Awu, the White Wolf. I think that's done a 3x. I saw Bill post yesterday that That's um that's been moving nicely. But I'll tell you what really gets me excited, and there's stuff like this. Basemate. What if sending money or on ramping was as simple as sending a text? That's what we're building. Introducing Relay by Basemate. No app needed. The app is iMessage, WhatsApp, and Base app. Just send a text message to Basemate and get started. So I think we're gonna bring Matteo back to the show because I think what they're offering here is pretty special. If you can on ramp, off ramp through iMessage or through WhatsApp, there's no extra steps. Just simply talk to Basemate and get into crypto, get out of crypto. Man, that's sort of simplification is what is desperately needed in the market and for mass adoption to happen. But let's pass it over to today's guest. Today's guest, we are going to introduce Gucci from the project Wardy. This project is called Wardy_AI. So without further ado, let's bring up the man of the hour. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and let's get this party rolling. So Gucci, yo, welcome. How are you today?
I don't know, my internet connection keep lagging, but I hope this time it stays for a long time. This is really a great pleasure hopping on Base Junkie Space, one of the most talked person on City. I may put it that way because you're well known. You help a lot of builders. Like most people come live on your space to analyze whatever they've been working on for quite some time and share the vision and the future of where their project is going. That's really, really great. It's really a big honor, like a big respect to be here, sir.
Well, thank you for making the time. Thank you for joining. As you know, the builders support builders, and a rising tide raises all ships. You know, I think right now, especially, is the time to double down on supporting others, and that's really why I kickstarted this initiative with Fireside Media to really highlight the builders who are building through the bear, not just popping champagne bottles at the end. So, yes, definitely welcome to the show. And yeah, I also hope the internet connection holds out this time. But Gucci, talk to us a little bit about who you are and what it is that you're building here.
So I'm Gucci by name, location from Nigeria. I've been working on Wadi for the past I must say more than 3 weeks or more than that, because if you check from the chat, it says the website has been out for like 18 days. Yeah, we keep updating and keep integrating on what's going to pay interest to people. Majorly, not here for like the crypto attention or the market itself, just for continuous building and keep analyzing where we're heading towards. So Wadi has been like one of the greatest stuff I've been working for some time. Literally, this is the current rebrand. The first name was Automatic Maintenance, but other ideas keep popping in. I have to rebrand the name to Wadi. If I may explain what Wadi is all about, Wadi is an AI data management platform that helps collect, organize, and as well govern, search, and build on AI generated data for developers, employers, AI agents, IMC, and as well service. APIs, browser, agents, and autom oh my god, don't mind me. Automatic workflow for the time. Well, we did a very long time build, so like the future of where we're working was to like build stuff that has to pack. Like whenever you're mostly for coders, you can see whenever you go towards your like quantum, your extension. I think I can share my screen here, right?
Yeah. So I started to share the screen because I wanted people to be able to see. But if you have your screen ready to share, let's share yours.
Yes, it's definitely I can do this. Yes, sir. So I'm gonna share the screen right now. entire screen, correct?
Yeah, so you can share your entire screen, or you can share the window. I have currently up the website wardy.run. So we'll just give you a moment to share the screen. Everything all right on your end?
Is it up already?
No, no. Currently, this is still my screen being shared. Oh, hang on. I think we have something. Okay.
Okay.
Now tell us, what are we looking at here?
So
Visual
just
Studio
the way you
Code.
can open on your extension. Yes. Is it visible now? This is just like an example. I haven't opened my proper workflow. So over the extension side, this current extension, you can search of Wordy. Yes. You've seen this, right? You can see my
Okay.
screen, right?
Yep.
Yeah. This is exactly where you can get Wordy installed through the extension marketplace. Just like where you can add other stuff, like you can add the cloud AI, you can work on that. Wordy usually it's basically like you can hit over your open file wherever you can store everything together without you like um trying to go over a different place to find. Quick second, let me log in my let me continue as King Gucci Hub, so you understand more of what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So this is just like an example. Let's just open a current file. Yeah, yeah, exactly. GG open. Exactly. So at this perfect place, you can come over to, yes, I chose it also. Rather than adding like this over, rather than clicking on one, you can just go over to your extension, check over what. Oh no, my internet loading. I'll get back to that and talk. As long
Okay.
as it keeps loading, I'll get back to that.
All right. Let me bring my screen to the page. 'Cause I think this is probably a bit
Okay.
more interesting because I think you one thing I noticed with developers,
Yes,
and this is no
exactly.
this is
Yes.
no knock. It's just sometimes what gets developers excited is talking about the code and showing like, oh yeah, this is why technically this is a great product. But let's just look at the website and see for the general user what Wardy is. So I see here
Over.
technology to collect, train on, and build with the AI interaction data generated by your workforce, organization, and
Yes, sir.
agents securely. What does that mean?
For intro, like people can't get this without like the way if you're using a GitHub for wherever you can code your workflow, right? You can go into Wordy extension both in GitHub, both over everywhere. You can download it and like install it towards whatever you're building to store all information in one place. Even though you can go to open your email, search other stuff you've been working on. Wordy, like keep everything transparent. You can open your files. Everything is being opened up like whenever you installed Wordy towards whatever you're working on. Transparency, just for instance, Wordy can stand to like for instance, let's say how Wordy collect data, right? Collection method include IDC extension like SDK, Reset API, and MPC integration, webhook, or local files watcher. You can watch everything in just one place without you stressing yourself going over the different place to monitor everything. You can just watch everything. Browser connector and manually Wordy comments. Everything works immediately. Wordy
So
push workflow for temps.
is Wardy providing a memory layer for multiple
Yes,
different LLMs?
AI assistants.
Okay, and it makes one bucket where all the conversations you have with ChatGPT or Claude and
Yes, sir.
the Google, it's
Yes,
one
all
container where
everything.
it
One
brings all
consuming
those different
everything.
conversations into one different
Correct, sir.
one place.
Correct, sir. So
Okay.
as for the vision of where we'll be building for some time now, and where we also want to keep adding up what serves the users very correctly. We've gotten over 280 people already downloaded Wody already.
Mm-hmm. That's actually a good start. And I mean, if you've been around for what 3 weeks,
Yes,
that's
I think I can share the screen here so you can see how many users we've gotten already.
yep. If you're ready to share screen, perfect.
Windows, right? Yeah, choose the window. Share this window. Shows, right?
Uh,
Yes.
there we are.
Yeah. So over the downloads, we've gotten over 280 people already installed Wody, which is currently running on their um cursor, right? Yeah, which is currently running on people whoever has tested it and giving good, even though the good feedback have not been displayed over here, but we've gotten people who have already tested Wody. For in other builders group, I recommend Wody. All comments was like, this is very impressive, this is really nice. Yes, you can see from here, it's like you can see where you can download it straight up, get it applied, get it working, get it functioning on your computer or your system, whenever you've been using it. I can continue, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I've over there how many downloaders we've gotten already. Then what do training people news like, what is not allowed for AI engineer team, students, researcher, and new employers. Like they can learn for real project history, understand why decisions were made, reply successfully workflow, and as well avoid repeating past mistake. There are a lot of people out there like their encounter with everything that's currently trending right now. I think Wody has everything just like the way you said, the way it's being packed into one place for you, like going over if like especially mostly I built this from the experience of most people have had complainants from, like if they're having like slow system use, they can just put everything in one place where they get like they can check everything without them stressing themselves. You understand? As for banker integration, that would be I sure as long as people pay attention to what we're building, the long future is just like more updates to come from that. While the problem on wording, AI knowledge is fragmented across chat application, coding agents, terminal browser, and season. APIs and local tools, valuable prompts, reasoning workflow, and decision appears after the text is complete. Should I take that again?
I think I understood that. So yeah, that's the problem. Chats disappear when you're done using them.
Yes,
But I mean,
exactly.
I think now, like for example, when I still use ChatGPT for a lot of my day to day stuff, I can scroll back previous conversations and
From the
it does
history,
store that.
you can get everything back, right?
Yeah. So now these LLMs are having that memory, and even in some cases, I think if I start a new conversation and I mention Fireside or Base Junkie in a fresh conversation, it still remembers the context of who I am, what I do. Um, so what is the like now that these LLMs are improving in terms of memory, what is the core selling point, the core reason to download Wardy on top of these? Because I mentioned before that yes, if you're using different AIs, then that makes sense. But I think lots of people typically favor one or the other. But what's the main hook, the why, not the why to buy, but the why to use and that download Wardy?
Okay. Organizations can transform historical prompts, correction, approve failures, and successful. All right. Give me a second, please. I'm like, I tried my possible best. That's the reason I have to ask you questions on the major things to say. This has been like right up where as well, a normal idea included as well. So workflows, okay, organizations can transform historical prompts, correction, approve, failures, and successful workflows into structured data sets of evaluation, retrieve system prompts, and obtains final training. Okay, pipeline or internal model training are more appreciable. So this is at the time of why the vision of what is being generated. A lot of response got me working on this. So I was looking up to forward to like if people should give it a trial, they respond addition to it, like in respond back in giving us back what is literally not fit for this. Then yeah, more ideas should be added to this. As the vision of Wordy, let me just put it in a very more simpler way a user can apply to it. If Wordy stores data for everyone, like in a like the like other LML have memories of what you've done for the past. You can go through history and retrieve them, right? What it gives like whenever you've done the API installation or get that set up into your account, even though you don't have to like come back to restart fresh again or have to continue where it also applies more idea towards what you're doing. So what the major focus now is just for like is for mainly storage of information without you coming back to figure or find it more difficult of where you stopped, wherever you stopped, how to continue. Even though you've not stored your whatever you're working on, Wadi assist as well in giving you more ideas towards what you're building. I must say this is the first phase of what I've worked on for the main time, and as well a lot more to come to it.
Okay, well, I look forward to hearing more about the journey, and I want to say, you know, I think you've done a really good job of representing the project. I mean, is this your first live stream, like talking
Exactly,
about this
sir.
stuff?
Honestly.
Well, dude, I must say it takes a lot of bravery to dox yourself and to speak about your project, but obviously it's something you're passionate about. You're definitely in the very early stages, and I think you're doing a good job at representing builders who are trying to find solutions to problems, and you're targeting organizations. Um, is Wardy a like which market would you say you're targeting specific, like primarily with Wardy? I mean, you mentioned before about the bank integration. You're talking about organizations as well. Are you aiming more for Web3 market or Web2? Like where do you like which angle are you approaching with Wardy for now?
for now we're building up Wordy for like, we know there are other more popular organizations out there which literally has done whatever Wordy has been doing currently, which has a more leveled up version of what Word is currently building on. I must say, as for the Web3 user, that would definitely be worked on in future time, and a lot more. I have like haven't stopped building this. Attention on the market right now is not my major focus, but rather just to build something that whenever I get a feedback or get DM from people who use it, they shows their own, like, yo, you've done a really great job in fixing out some problems, which we literally has been upcoming in this current AI settings or AI marketplaces. That's my vision. Wherever other young builders are doing.
Yeah, unfortunately, the audio was a little bit choppy there, but I think I have you back now. So I'll just ask, you know, I'll ask two more questions. So, best case scenario, in the next 6 months, where do you see Wardy?
Wadi would definitely be the talk of city. Every recommendation, every style. I have a vision whereby Wadi downloaders right now will just be like the first phrase. In my own term and understanding, in my own future visualization, I see working on their cursor right now or their monitor, working. Like I said, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. It a little bit was I missed there, but I think I got the gist of it. It's gonna be the talk of CT and something about
And
young
as
builders.
well, every big organization would definitely give Wadi a tryout, install it into whatever they're building, and as well give a positive review.
Okay, and what would your call to action be for the people that are tuning in today? Gucci, did you catch that?
Give your installation, like get it ready on your cursor, come back and give my network. Base, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You're saying like download it, give it a
Sorry,
try, follow on socials.
what was the question again?
The last question was, what would your call to action be for the viewers of today?
From products, but like, can you break it in a very more simpler way, probably like the call to action way? Make it like a very simple what I can understand.
So, what would your message be if you could tell the people that are watching one thing, and one if you could ask them one thing to do, what would you like people to do?
Please go try out Wordy installation. Give it uh give it a test. If it doesn't represent what it stands for, come back and tell me whatever needs to be included, whatever needs to be added to it. Everybody feedback towards the project is very, very needful, because I'm just a young builder. I haven't tried out other successful things, but every recommendation from every top people out there watching right now, please try Wody. My DMs are always open, and as well, the official DM of Wody is also always open. I manage every social. I'm active every time. Tell me everything that needs to be done from your own understanding, which needs to be added towards it.
Perfect. And just so everyone's clear, the Twitter handle is Wardy_AI. Now, Gucci, I want to say a big thank you to you for coming on, representing the project, representing young Nigerian builders. It just goes to show that in this day and age, all you need is an internet connection to be able to be a builder. So the only limitations are the ones you set yourself. So big shout out to you. We do a end of the week roundup on Farcaster each Friday. In fact, this week we're going to be doing a relief concert. In fact, for the earthquakes in Venezuela with some other people. But I would love if you are able to make it. Bring us some of the Wardy community, and we'll have a good time on Friday.
Oh, this is a really great pleasure, sir. Thank you so much. And I'll definitely keep in touch with every future which been added. I literally gave a little of my idea. I did mean my other colleague was here. I think he's going to break everything in a more like, well, both different builders' idea joined together. I think he can come up and talk about his own part. But as well, I did my part, like coming here to talk about my project. I never hide my identity or wherever I represent from. I'm a true builder and I'm here for a long time run. I'll always stand on that. Thank you so much, sir. It's a big pleasure for me.
And thank you for the time. And also thank you to everybody who tuned in today. We do these Monday to Thursday, live streams. Friday is the end of the week party on Farcaster. So we'll see you tomorrow for another episode of Fireside Media. So until the next time, stay safe, stay healthy, but most importantly, stay based. Peace out, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Peace out, everyone.
I'm a baseline junkie. I'm a baseline junkie. Tell him again. I'm a baseline junkie. Tell him again. And I like it funky.